Some of your biggest inspirations.
Hmm. Definitely, definitely my family singing and my mom for sure. I think that was like the first one because that's what even got me loving music in the first place. Especially my mom. Like when I would see her like go and sing at church or just like sing other places, the passion that she would put into it is just like even to this day I still ask her. I'm like, why did you never like pursue singing? Because no offense to any artist or there's a lot of great ones, but like you for sure could be 100%. But it's just not something that she wanted to do like that.
Absolutely. And I, I feel like it felt less feasible because of the access
Right.
to just even equipment.
It was a lot different back then too. Sure.
Yeah, but I
You
remember,
got it easy now.
bruh, watching. Did you ever watch the Wu-Tang show?
No.
I think it's HBO. I don't remember. They did a TV series for Wu-Tang, bro, and like just to film the camera, they had paid like $10,000, and they didn't even have multiple shoot days, bro, just because the film was so expensive. Like,
Meanwhile, we can get better quality than that with a couple of iPhones and a Gimli. A couple hundred. That's crazy. But yeah, I think definitely her. One over time that is definitely, or like I would say my current inspiration besides like a couple of, because I'm not gonna focus on the people like the established artists, like at least not yet. But I want to say the biggest inspiration for me is honestly my fellow like artists around me and see what people are doing, just seeing their passion for stuff and then come up and like develop and like get better. And it's like, it's just very motivating to when you have somebody that's like in the same or at the same point as you and they're working just as hard. It's kind of like, iron sharpens iron.
and it's kind of like, all right, I'm not doing this for no reason.
Right. That part too.
I'm not the only one. No. What did you like grow up listening to when your mom was singing?
Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, Maxwell.
That's why this nigga said I'm smooth. Yeah, this nigga got gassed up young. If you could do it, do it. You feel me? No, Maxwell definitely hard. No, you can't. I say that like Luther Vandross isn't, but it's like niggas fucking Luther Vandross.
That's true. Well, I mean, I personally don't listen to him like that on my own, but just like even right now, I still got a chair in my head. And that was grandma's tune, man.
It's like certain people you just have to like. You didn't have to play nothing to show. All right, reverence. All right, respect. I got it.
Facts. And then of course, like a lot of like the old, like that old school era of like R&B, like that like Omarion, Marcus Houston, old Chris Brown, like that era. So I listen to Avant to read your mind at least once a day. I see that at least a couple times a day.
I feel like with R&B artists, like they still listen to other older music, and not even like Omarion is far from old, but it's 20 years, at least 15, 10. So people don't even go back that far. I feel like when it comes to like rappers, like when you start rapping, I feel like people are just listening to like 5, 10 years, and then they just do that. Like, I feel like R&B artists still give, all right, let me listen to the greats and the legends and see how I could become like that. Which is why it's like you have so many great singers as opposed to just a bunch of rappers.
Right. That is very true. It would help if some of our current rappers listen to some of the old stuff too, inspiration. But I don't know, rap like I feel like rap has a lot of potential with like variety too, because you could rap in so many different ways that it can come off fire just depending on how you do it too.
I feel like the thing is, so many artists just listen to one or two people who are fire, and then they just try and copy that though. So it's like, if you listen to
You remember that era when everybody was
the threes, the Milo threes, yeah, bro. And it's still here though. It's still here though. That's the thing. It's just I don't know.
Not everybody wants to be a drill rapper now. On a New York drill. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but like
yeah, it's just rap is a popularity contest now, and then as opposed to like bring something new to the table.
Who would be some rappers that you would give your props to that are fire that don't fall into that we're just doing popular shit category? You can't say Kendrick. We already know Kendrick. Can't say that one.
Tyler Creator.
Easy.
Mm, gotta say my man's FTG Trap.
Okay.
Gotta say my little brother, Aristocat.
Oh, I haven't even heard of Aristocrat.
My brother, I'll show you some.
Oh, you mean your actual brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like Sada Baby.
Sada is pretty.
Sada's unique. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't even look for new music no more. Oh, duh, I gotta give it to Lil Russell. But his shit is still like classic Bay sound.
Right.
Oh, it's just really is the grind and work ethic, and then the fact that his lyric matter, his substance is not the same as most rappers. Period.
Mm-hmm. You can listen to him, you get a baby, but you get a hella inspirational message.
You be laughing. You be laughing too, my nigga. Funny, you be calling. I think those are some that I would say, especially though I don't listen to a whole lot of new music. I can't lie. I listen to the artists I work with, and I listen to beats, and then I listen to like, I still listen to the Wayne, like Carter 3, like The Drought Is Over. Like, you feel me? I'm going to listen to the mixtape Wayne, bro. Like,
Hey.
and I'm still gonna listen to Wiz Khalifa, ONIFC. Like, when it comes to what we were just talking about, I'm kind of the same, bro. I'm gonna go listen to the older stuff. And it's the artists who came out with stuff 10, 15 years ago that at the time, being a young artist and a young person who also, I used to listen to, bro. Name a Jay-Z project forward and back 10 times. Name a 50 Cent project forward and back. Biggie Smalls albums, I didn't catch all of them, but I listened to the whole album forward and back at least twice so I could hear it. So it's like, once I became like 18, 19, I picked my legends. And I'm still listening to Wiz, Mac, and Sean Wayne. Mac is the man. Mac's one of my favorite artists. One of the
What, you talking about Derek Miller?
Miller.
Okay, yes.
Miller.
Mac Dre is hard to
Mac Dre, bro, that didn't be long, bro. When I heard Mac Dre for the first time, I'm not familiar. I'm like 20. This nigga talking, bro. This nigga talking this shit. Yeah, no, that shit had me. Who are some of your favorite rappers?
Definitely Mac Miller. He is amazing. His variance of music and even the stuff that he sang on was like
Crazy.
that was incredible.
Substance for days.
I did listen to a lot of Chance back in the day. Especially acid rap. I really like that one. That was fire. And who would be somebody else? I'm gonna go with somebody current because I can't think of somebody old, but Bino. I know it's very West Coast coded and whatever.
You just say the person who does say Bino, and I'm like, Charge again, Bino? No.
No, Bino right now.
As soon as you said it again, I was like, all right, no, not Charge.
But yeah, he's got that. I don't know that. Of course, I mean, it might be kind of biased as a West Coast nigga, but that shit just you be wanting to slide when you listen to that a little bit. I do like that shit.
No, for sure. I've only heard a couple songs, but they all were smooth.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure. If you could do a mix, like you, damn. If you could do a joint project with a rapper, who would it be? That I can know a rapper.
Lil Shimmy.
I don't know who that is.
He's got this. I might have to show you something. He's got this song. Have you heard that? You might have seen it, especially because it was going crazy on TikTok. But he made a remix with Brett Fires of his song "For Me."
I want to say maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
I know Brett. That's another person that I like. Cause like I don't know. I guess I was asleep though. I didn't find out about his music until like 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago. I want to say. Oh, when did he drop, Brett?
This new song I'm talking about?
Just in general, like when did he come out?
Oh, I don't know. I started really getting into Brent like a year ago.
I don't feel bad no more.
Yeah.
So now I was late.
You had it longer than I did at least.
Yeah, I got told I was late. I was like, oh, my bad. No. Oh.
You know what? Either Lil Shimmy or Smino, low key. I know.
Hard.
I know he. You know, it's more R&B coded, but just the way that he goes around like with beats sometimes. That shit is insane, honestly.
You know, real smoke.
Yeah.
I remember it was probably like 4 years ago. One of my homegirls was like, "Yo, you need to hear this," and she was like, "You need to get on some shit like this." And I was like, "Okay." Like, nice. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. All his production, like, yeah. How do you go about finding tracks to get on, like, and find inspiration?
Well, when you say tracks, you mean beats?
How do you decide, like, get inspiration for a song and then also for what tracks to pick?
So usually I'll already have like what I want to like write about in mind. So of course it's trying to find like a beat that matches that or find a producer that's willing to like work with you to develop that beat for the sound. And as far as like the beats that I've like received or gotten through different things, like I mean it of course started off with like YouTube and then just like finding certain beats, and if I really liked it, once I actually learned how to like put stuff on platforms with like distributors and stuff like that, just buying the lease and talking to the producer or the person online, like, hey, I really like this beat, what's like the price, etc. But lately, it's been a lot of people again just reaching out on Instagram. Like the some of the beats for the project that I'm working on right now, "Hate to Love You Too," I got from a producer that I actually met way back when I had that for that showcase with the homie JG. This dude NJ Vibe, and this was years ago that he sent me these beats. Like he literally just sent me a beat pack and was like, "I really fuck with your shit. I want to work." And then the recent one, this guy, Tensei, shout out to Tensei out there holding it down in Russia, cold ass Russian producer.
Bro, I love that shit.
And he literally just reached out on Instagram and like, it was the most direct message. He was like, "I like your music. I got a lot of fire beats. Here's my phone number." And I was like, all right, dude. We sent you a text. I don't even know if I could text you. I never seen a number like this.
No. Yeah, I love when you get like the random IGs and they're just like, let me send you a pack, and it's not bullshit where like it's hella tagged or like 45 seconds. My bruh, why you do this to me?
Yeah.
But no, just like actually hitting people and asking sometimes, and like you might be like, "Oh, how much is the beat?" And they're like, "I'm doing the deal, like buy one get three." But if you don't ask, you have no clue.
Right. And even surprisingly, like some of these, I'm pretty sure you run into producers like this too. Like some of them, even with their whether or not, or let's just say the beats are fire. Some of them just want you to use the beat and give credit just to get that work in.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like once you start having that conversation, it's like, bro, you might develop just a friendship with the guy. Like you might both like the same music. If he like your sound, like
Right.
you know, like you said, work together and build a sound.
Exactly.
No, for sure. But it just goes back to again, Instagram. Or no, I'm just being funny with Instagram, but talking to people. And ask,
But he is right though. Post your shit, please. Like post it. Post it. 'Cause you never know who's gonna fucking see it.
you never know what's gonna happen. It could go viral. You can get paid off of just going viral. Oh, you said you stream on Twitch. How's that?
I've taken like a little break from it just because the last like 4 months with performing like consistently and just really wanting to get this project out and done, it hasn't been enough time to stream, especially with the schedule. The schedule I had was kind of unrealistic, I'm not gonna lie. Like it was sometimes, most of the time it was like a 6-hour stream day, but then oftentimes with like people bringing in raids and then more viewers come in, so you can't really just like, that you just have somebody raid you with 80 viewers. You're not just gonna dip off the stream at that point. But they will turn into like 10, 14-hour stream days sometimes.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But I mean,
Like
it's
talk the whole time and interact.
yeah, talk and interact. But like my thing, so when I streamed, the main game that I was streaming at the time that I was helping the community with was Destiny 2, if you're familiar with that franchise. Long story short, it's a big open world like PvE, PvP based game. Both sides of it are like very like competitive. There's
What
everyone's
is PvE?
so player versus enemy. So that's like people versus the computer, and then PvP is like
Player versus player.
yeah, when you're doing like team deathmatch, different things like that. But both sides of it had a pretty big like standing as far as what people will watch. Like even to this day, Destiny does this thing where they have like a world's first raid race. So like a raid is like a big 6-man activity that has all these complicated ass challenges that are like hard as fuck to do. Like on average, even like the best teams that finish first, the raid still takes them about like a 6 to 8 hour run, like that whole time. And they have like hundreds of thousands of people watching them. So it was stuff like that. Like I'd help the community do like day one, like raid races, or if there's like a weekend, they had this competitive playlist at the time that was called Trials of Osiris, and like if you did this thing where it was like skill based matchmaking, teams of three, right? And the whole goal was to try to get to 7 wins without losing a single match, because then you would get access to loot that had perks and advantages that were specifically for PvP. So it had perks that would like enhance the gun or your movement or things like that. So, and then of course, like the first couple of matches, unless you just happen to get matched against people that were really sweaty, were pretty easy. But once you get to like 3 or 4, then you start getting into people that have like, that's all they play is trials. Like they're consistent KD every single season. It's like 3.42 or like 4.0, like really sweaty ass teams. So I
With the sweaty?
really good. That's the way I say it. Really good.
Why is sweaty good?
I don't know. That's just the term that I learned from playing this shit. It was like, oh, these dudes are sweats. And I'm like they got sweats on? Then they explained it to me. I'm like, okay, for sure.
Hey, all right, bet. I'm honestly just like, I can't imagine staying live for 14 hours and actually interacting. Like, I'm gonna be live, but Nick, I'm not talking. I'm not saying shit. Like, after 6 hours, I'm done talking for the day.
Nah,
dedication, I respect it.
But that's part of the reason I was saying it just got a little bit unrealistic, especially with me wanting to get fully back into music, because that time during where I got into streaming was during COVID. So when I had the like opportunity and the whole performance thing was like going well, and everything got shut down right after, I was like, okay, I can still write music, but I can't really go like perform studios, and nobody wants to do studio time. Everybody's fucking scared. And then I just got into streaming, and it's funny because before I even started streaming, I was posting a lot of like my Destiny content on TikTok, like offering like guides and helps and things like that. And then one day, and it wasn't even like a gaming video. I just posted a little like 15-second video that's like, hey, I'm cybernetic prime. I play Destiny. Y'all probably like see me in the community here and there talking in chats. If you guys like ever want help with like raids or day one things or trials help, like hit me up. And I went to sleep and I woke up and that video it went viral. It literally had like, I think like 80 or 90K views and like 500 comments on that shit. And people are like, oh my God, like this is what we need in the community, et cetera, et cetera. And because of the motivation from that, and in particular, this one dude, Seth that reached out to me, shout out to Seth, been a minute since we talked. He got the whole idea for me to like, you should start streaming and you should start Discord. If you guys aren't familiar with Discord, it's an app where to talk to people without like giving your personal information. But he convinced me to start that, and then the first week of me starting the Discord, we had 450 people join that shit.
Without a TikTok.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 450 people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it was really cool too, like just seeing all the different, like even besides people like actually needing help with different activities in the game, because the game's like really extensive. Like even besides the particular thing like raids and strikes and PvE, this is a game where you could literally just go on a planet and like run around on the planet and just chill with like your bros or like your homegirl or your girlfriend and just shoot the shit, riding around, exploring and shit. So like it was massive. It's a massive game.
I had to have probably seen something, but I know I haven't played it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, it doesn't matter. I have a PlayStation 4. I can't even tell you. It's still a PlayStation 4. And like, I never even thought about getting a 5. But no. Honestly, bro, I'm still overwhelmed by how long it takes to finish the mission. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is overwhelming to me. Can you pause and come back? But you gotta finish.
No, so not only is the day one raid already hard because it's new mechanics that nobody, like there are people, like even the top teams, like everybody's figuring out like how to even pass certain things. And some of them will be really fucking complicated too. Like I remember when Val the Disciple dropped.
How is this fun? It sounds slow. I would get so mad. I feel like I'd get mad, bro. I would get mad if I couldn't figure it out. After 3 hours, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like
that's exactly how some people were too. That there's quite a few times where I had to even tell like a couple of people in the group because they'll start screaming at each other, and I'm like, look, y'all screaming at each other at the top of your voice. We're just gonna be sitting here listening to you guys yell, man.
All right, I'm muting mine. Let me know when we want to work together again. All right, that's crazy.
But yeah, but it's fun though because like just having that. This is kind of some like nerd shit, but just even like getting through that and being able to say like, yeah, I finished the day one raid on contest mode, because contest mode, like not only with everything else having to be figured out in contest mode, like you have like a maximum power level that you're supposed to be at in order to be at the same level as enemies. So that way your damage output and your damage resistance makes sense. So for contest mode, they knock you down by like 20 levels. And then there's extra things that they add on to the enemies, like bonus health. They're more aggressive. So it literally makes it like almost impossible unless you know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. This sounds like a tag team situation for me. I'm passing the sticks.
Mm-hmm. No, Diddy.
Yeah, no, that was also crazy. You know, and what's your statement for that? It's been weird, man. Look, have you seen people go back over the years and just take like
the things that he was doing here
and saying like publicly, like it is like he was like kind of letting us know the whole time.
Yeah, but motherfuckers just not paying attention. It's like, this is P. Diddy.
He's an eccentric man.
The motherfucking builder.
I'm gonna say this. Bet I had an 82-year-old woman come to me and say, "You see what's happening to Sean Combs?" I said, "Diddy, why do you know this?" This was early, bro. This was like when his house was first getting raided type shit, when he was still free. Like, I was like, this was the first like front page news this morning and the first story on TV this morning. 1 second. Bro, I was so pissed when she said, "Did you hear what happened to Sean Combs?"
Right.
All right. I'm like, why is this breaking fucking news? Why is P. Diddy breaking news? That shit crazy.
I see he's sitting on the couch now.
Bro, that shit turned me up. Like, what are we talking about? Like, bro, it was before there was even the presidential like primaries and shit. I think it was it was either the week of or the week before primaries. Instead of talking about these candidates, we're gonna shoot you with propaganda about what Diddy is or is not doing in these secret tunnels. And this is something else that I think is super wild. Everybody read about the secret tunnels. I ain't heard nothing come out about where them tunnels was leading, where they was going to, or what was found in underneath or on the other ends.
Oh, they wasn't gonna tell us all that. They wasn't gonna tell us all that.
Then get this nigga off the front of the news and let's close the whole story. I want the truth, nothing but the truth and the whole truth.
Shit.
The diddler. People turn everything into a joke. The first time I asked somebody, like, bro, did you see that Diddy? I want some pink cocaine.
You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Give me the good shit. Nigga, what? I could not laugh. I laughed. But I also was like, why is that the first response?
You know, different.
Exactly. Everybody thinks that.
My show.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was still there. I'm not gonna tear over and shit. I mean, I asked the question. That shit actually had me low-key hot. Just because I'm like, this doesn't make sense, bro. Mm-hmm. It is 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, and I'm at work being asked about P. Diddy's mansion being raided by an 80-year-old woman who's referring to him as Mr. Sean Combs. Mm-hmm. And this is what I thought was so crazy. It's like, this man is a household name, bro. Not just a household name, he's a worldwide known mogul, like, figure, bruh. Princes, sultans, like, around the world, bro. From all statutes of life, from the lowest to the highest, he's shared tables with. I'm gonna say this. The Black Epstein. And that black book, we're not even getting the full tip of the iceberg of everything that happened and who all was involved.
Mm-hmm. See, now, you remember that movie he was in with that dude from Superbad? See, now when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's probably really how that nigga acted. That's probably.
And that's what I'm saying about like seeing clips of people compiling like, oh, did he? It was like he was telling us the truth. He been telling us the truth. Even bro, there was a clip from Making a Band where this nigga literally was like, and just watch these niggas sing, bro. As soon as there was a break, he was like, "Oh, y'all gotta get naked." Nigga, it is 8 niggas in this room singing a song just to know if it's time to record it. You already thinking about the video and you tell them that they all gotta be butt naked singing a song together. That was all the proof we needed.
That man, different.
That shit crazy, bro. The crazy thing is it lasted so long, bro. 30 years, 40 years, 30. He's been at least 30 years strong.
Mm-hmm. Now everybody that's been saying no party like a Diddy party, I'm like, really?
Mm.
Did you see when he posted that picture of LeBron in the fucking maid outfit? When LeBron said something about him online before he got arrested? Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I didn't see it. I'm about to have to look at that. But bro, somebody has said something about Bron, like I didn't want to say Kevin Hart. Somebody said alluded to something about Bron before, but and I'm like, look. Everybody's suspect in my book.
Yeah, it's a Hollywood shit. Actually, beyond that, but still.
You know what I mean? It's beyond that. Look, I'm gonna say this. Once dude with the island that I already said his name before, I'm not trying to give reverence to it again. But once all that came out, the island, private plane, president, bro. This is one thing about the Orange Man that we was talking about previously too. Mm-hmm. He said, I want the whole book to be disclosed. I want all the names from everybody who was on that open. Me too, nigga. I'm curious. It's not even that I'm curious. It's just like I said, like, if you a snake, you a snake and pull the snakes out now. Because that was involved in not just like SA, but underage things as well. So it was like anybody who was attending his things are also in support of that to some extent or degree.
Right. Otherwise, we're going to take your ass over, man.
That's why they took you down. Right. Exactly, my nigga. Exactly. So it's like, if we don't have these snakes, be a snake. Don't sneak up and bite me. Let me know how the katana ready. You feel me? You cutting off these heads. Yo, did you see that he wants to disclose like UFO information?
No, I did not see that, but that's actually very interesting.
He said the Pentagon has info, and so does Secret Service and a lot of other agencies, and that he wanted to leak info, or no, it wasn't leak info, but like disclose information from JFK's era and just like a lot of stuff, bro. Like hidden papers and what's that, Area 51? Like he wants to disclose this type of information to the public, bro. Mm-hmm. I think that's interesting. And also create a digital, what is it that? Hey,
you trying to summon it?
It's right here. What is that thing? Now I feel stupid. So what's the thing that we have that governs the country?
I'm drawing a blank too.
But they make amendments to the Constitution.
Oh, well, you said digital. I was like, oh, digital. Oh, okay.
See, now you understand why I couldn't remember, because the concept is new.
I was lost too, y'all.
The concept is new. I mean, you ain't had no clue though. So it's fair to be lost in something you ain't talking about before. Like, oh, I ain't talking about it either, but I saw it. He said that there needs to be a digital constitution that like people agree to when it comes to like censoring information. And you know how like Twitter and like Facebook and IG will remove posts or like remove stuff from you seeing it before you get to see it.
Right.
He's like, I don't think that's fair. And like flagging stuff is fake news because like you could just go up and make a post. I don't know if it's happened to you. It's happened to me where I've made posts and they've been flagged and taken down as fake, and the shit didn't even have fact in it. It wasn't about anything political, scientific, or law based, but they took my shit down because it was infactual.
Oh, I've had it a couple of times for sure.
So he wants to make a digital constitution where anybody over 18 has to agree to that type of stuff happening.
I actually kind of like that. That's not a bad idea at all.
But they also said he took away overtime for like 4.5 million people.
What?
I ain't read that. I ain't read further into that one. The other one was videos. I listened to the words myself out of his mouth. The other one was a headline, and I said, Niggas was saying that they was providing more like overtime for like waiters and stuff, and taking the tax off the tips and shit like that was what was the lead for this nigga's financial shit. Now it turns out that he's getting rid of overtime. I don't know.
Yeah. The overtime would come in handy, man. I don't think you'd do that one.
But I don't what? It's like you can work overtime.
Or you just don't get paid.
I think he even said you can get penalized for overtime.
Yeah, that don't make no fucking sense.
Oh.
Oh, she died.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest political person. I'm more of an information type man. But I just want to know what the fuck going on, dude.
Facts.
Any closing words for the people?
Closing words. You know what? Why don't we tell them? Why don't both of us tell them like things that we have coming up that we're working on?
Oh, you go.
Let's see. Okay, y'all. So if you guys haven't heard Hate to Love You, the first project that's already out on all streaming platforms, but right now I am currently working on Hate to Love You 2, which is a continuation of the story. So Hate to Love You 1 was the perspective of being in love with someone, and then them at the end being like, I don't really give a fuck about that, I don't love you. So Hate to Love You 2 is kind of like the other side of that from the person who's trying to give a love's perspective, where it's like they're still trying to work it out, and then towards the end of it, it's like, you know what? Fuck you. If I see my effort is wasted, I don't want to be in this shit anymore either. Which is hence the name Hate to Love You 2, like Hate to Love You as well. So that is the current project, or the current focus of what I'm working on right now. I already have 2 of the songs out for the project. So the way that I'm kind of like building, I guess, buzz around the project is releasing singles and doing individual like visuals for them. And then also kind of playing around with like the title of, or like the theme of like the project as well. So that way, because in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, if people have already heard like a couple of these songs off the project and like, oh, I really fuck with these. Then when it comes time for the project, they're like, okay, I really like what I've already heard off of this. Let me go ahead and listen to the rest of this too. So Hate to Love You 2. Don't have an exact date on it yet, but it is in the process. We are currently on song number 2, which is Flower, or FLWR, Letter to Saturn. It's honestly a song about having a conversation, or like the beginning of a conversation with the girl, and then the girl kind of getting on your nerves and you just want to smoke the blunt. So, and it's funny because anytime I show people that song, like I always ask them afterwards, I'm like, what do you think the song's about? And they're like, oh, you're talking to the girl. And I'm like, no, I'm talking to the blunt the whole time. This is everything after the girl has handed the blunt to me. So yeah, that's currently what we're working on right now.
I like just the overall fact that you did have a concept and then you built it with both projects. You feel me? Where it's a response to the first, the whole writing of it is interesting. And then even the title, how it's 2. You feel me? Love You 2. That's funny. I like that. I like the thought behind the whole thing. It's something that I feel like is missing from artistry. It's like music in my mind is poetry. R&B is rhythm and blues. You feel me? Rap is rhyme and poetry. So it's like, why are we taking out the rhythm part of stuff and like doing it different? Your beat doesn't have to be, you feel me? Like, just adding all the elements together to make art. That's artistic thought in the concept of the art. Let's not be simple, people. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And for me personally, right now, we're focused on giving back to the people, baby. Oh, we're going to continue doing these podcasts. And I've recently been collaborating with more indie artists to come down to the studio, catch a vibe, get on some of the production from producers who have sent me stuff, and network and just meet with other artists. So my goal is to just foster a spirit and atmosphere of creativity that people could come be a part of and sharpen, you feel me, their tools, get better at their craft while meeting new people and also getting to make new content and material.
Okay, respect. I like that. You know what? Every time that I've had somebody that I talked to that's been in your studio, I've only heard good things. Like
That's all
they
we
love
hear.
it.
That's all
They
we
really
hear.
love it. So.
Next time I have an open session, bro, you gotta slide. You gotta slide.
I'm there. You know.
At least twice a month around Cookup, and just have whoever wants to be a part of it come and throw in their 2 cents. If you got a verse, we got a hook, we got a melody, hop on the mic.
Okay. Come on, babe, real quick.
This is me putting the artist behind. You feel me? I'm literally there as an ear to be the conduit for whatever the room wants to do. So if there's one person in there who's like, all right, can I hop in the booth? That nigga's in the booth. You feel me? All right, but nah, so far I've only worked with singers for the open sessions, and it's been a collaborative effort.
Okay. I'm there. You let me know I'm there. How did you say conduit right now?
Can do it.
Might have to use that.
It's the same. The pronunciation is slightly different. What do you mean, like in the sentence or just the pronunciation?
The pronunciation.
It means the same.
That's true.
Some words, if you pronounce them different, they mean different. But the spell is the same. You feel me?
It kind of sounds like can do it.
Because we can.
Okay. See, I'm getting put on. I'm getting put on.
But no, thank you for coming.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
No, of course, bro. And but it was a long time in the works, but we made it happen. Mm-hmm. And this is one of many things to go. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Fantastic to mood. Big mood. Y'all already know. Appreciate being here. And shout out to is there more in? Yes, there is. You guys honestly have an extremely good sake. I'm very happy with this. So
yeah, let's take this time to close the show.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Sake High. Check them out at sakehigh.com. You can order it to your doorstep. It's brewed in Kyoto, Japan. It is gluten-free, sugar-free, and additive-free. All my healthy folk out there.
Mm-hmm. And for y'all that are a little picky, it actually has like a very authentic taste to it too. Like drinking good sake. Oh, dude, my tolerance might be this high. It's not good.